God, PragerU is so good.
It's true. Here in my
Another has a fictional Booker T. Washington telling two children, future generations are never responsible for our sins of the past. One responds that she won't feel guilty about historical
no matter
stuff.
how hard we work, sadly, there is still often mistreatment and racial discrimination towards us Black Americans.
We're really sorry that you have to deal with segregation and racism.
Your sympathy is nice, Layla, but know that you have nothing to be sorry about. You and Leo have done nothing wrong and have indeed been quite respectful. Future generations are never responsible for the sins of the past.
Okay,
I mean,
goodness gracious. Boy, oh boy, just going over videos and watching brothers and elders and apostles. Hey, man, this place is finished. It's absolutely finished. But this is, hey, first and foremost, giving all praise, honor, and glory to the Heavenly Father and His only begotten Son, Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rekak, Wadash, double honors to the apostles and the elders, the great millstone of whom I learn from daily, and a healthy shalom to you brothers that are out there doing the work in truth and sincerity. Let's read this right here. All right. This lesson going to go into a thing that popped up on my feed here in YouTube called PragerU. Called PragerU, right? Where Esau Edom, Esau Edom has to control the narrative. If he doesn't control the narrative, if he can't control the narrative, then the truth gets out. You see? And the truth is already out, via the prophets. I'm just saying they have to control the narrative. But we're going to read this first, and we're going to go into a little news clip, that I got. I'm listening to brother GMS, the Bar Kabosh, man, talking about these damn bug outs. Oh boy. Anyway, this, there was a clip that popped up on my feed, and I was like, I'm just gonna go ahead and get into it and do a lesson about it. And and this is scriptural, because that's what we do. We do thus saith Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. Also, with that being said, it is it's prophecy. Okay, Psalm 73 verse 1. Truly, the Most High Yahweh is good to Israel, which is a people before it's a place, even to such as are of a clean heart, right? Verse 2, but as for me, my feet were almost gone, my steps have well nigh slipped. For I was envious at the foolish when I saw the prosperity of the wicked. And in these last days, in the end days, it was prophesied in the Bible that Esau Edom would be in charge at the end. 2nd Ezra 6 and verse 9. Simple and plain. Just basic scriptures. Okay? Verse 4, for there are no bands in their death, but their strength is firm. They are not in trouble as other men, neither are they plagued like other men. Therefore, pride compasseth them about as a chain. Violence covered them as a garment. What? Pride. Go back to Obadiah. We're gonna get into Obadiah. Again, these are just back to the basics, just simple stuff. We understand that this devil he has to control the narrative. He wants to control the narrative, So he keeps you jakes asleep, man. And a lot of you jakes just like to have it that way. We'll continue reading. Verse 7, their eyes stand out with fatness. They have more than the heart could wish. They are corrupt. This is the point right here. That's what I wanted to get to. They are corrupt and speaking wickedly concerning oppression. They speak loftily. They set their mouth against the heavens, and their tongue walketh through the earth. Therefore his people return hither, and waters of a full cup are wrung out to them. So they're going to have to drink the dregs of the cup. They're going to have to. All right. So here, let me show you this clip right quick, and we'll come right back.
Particular educational videos that are gaining popularity in several states across the country. There's a growing concern that those videos with billions of views are being used as a tool to push political agendas. Here's NBC News correspondent Antonia Hilton with the details.
What does it mean to be feminine?
Your kids may have seen these videos online.
Embrace the idea of being a wife or a mother.
Educational videos on everything from culture to history to climate.
Without fossil fuels, much of the world's population would starve to death in a year.
This is PragerU, not an actual accredited university, but rather a, quote, pro-American education nonprofit with growing school partnerships in New Hampshire, Florida, and Oklahoma.
It's called edutainment.
According to CEO Marissa Straight, their videos are an answer to an education system too focused on diversity and gender. In this Los Angeles studio, PragerU's artists focus on American exceptionalism.
They feel like they're serving on the front lines of saving the war of ideas in America.
Since the pandemic, PragerU says it has more than doubled revenue and reached nearly 10 billion views of their videos. Founder Dennis Prager has been a controversial radio show host for years.
If you're spending a good part of the day teaching kids about preferred pronouns and other what we call woke issues, then you're really not teaching them.
What I hear from teachers of every background is that they are slammed from block to block. They are underpaid, they are underappreciated, and that they don't even have time to talk about pronouns, gender theory, critical race theory. You can point
I don't
to here
believe
or
that
there.
they're telling you the truth. I actually think they're lying to you.
In Oklahoma, some teachers like Gabe Woolley are using PragerU in the classroom. We watched Prager's video.
Here's the first thing you need to know.
A short history of slavery together.
After centuries of human slavery, white men led the world in putting an end to the abhorrent practice.
She's giving credit mostly to white people right now for ending it before the acknowledgement of the pain that some of your students might actually know about and feel in their families, right?
Right. And there's a lot of content that we cover that does cover that aspect. But what we almost never talk about is the reality of slavery happening almost since the beginning of time to the end of time.
A few minutes down the road, families like the Reyes, who are a mix of white, Choctaw, and Mexican American, say the broader culture war playing out in schools is hurting teachers.
We trust our people, right? We trust our educators. Like we said, I mean, this is our community.
We showed them some of PragerU's videos designed for kids.
300,000 Union soldiers, overwhelmingly white, who died during the Civil War.
Zoe is in 5th grade.
Something that I noticed was no other culture did anything. No other culture died. No other culture tried to stop slavery, which I know that isn't true.
That's extremely concerning to me because it's, so much inaccuracy with things.
What would a good American education system look like to you?
Like it did in the 1930s, minus anything that was offensive.
All the bad things going on in the 1930s.
Right. Minus the bad things. Yes, that's correct.
Looks good.
A vision he's now trying to bring to schools nationwide. Antonia Hilton, NBC News, Los Angeles.
Let's go here. All right. So I looked this guy up. This guy Prager that started up PragerU, right? And I was just wondering, because he looked like one of them small hatters, a 1948er, a Balfour Declaration, tic tac hat. Come to find out, he probably is. Let's read this about this Dennis Mark Prager, right? Now you heard what that newscast had to say. You heard what he had to say. Hey, basically, he said, "Us Edomites, we want to teach your children that CRT, what they call critical race theory, which is really it's just history. They want to control the narrative. Can't say that enough. Esau Edom is the devil the Bible speaks of. We just read it in Psalms. Dennis Mark Prager, born August 2nd, 1948." You can't make that up. All right. Is an American conservative radio talk show host, a writer. He is host of a nationally syndicated radio talk show, right? All right. This is the Dennis Prager Show. In 2009, he co-founded PragerU, all right? Which is, if you go back and watch some of those PragerU videos, man, they're coming after our children. They are teaching this. There's a PragerU kids. They teaching this. Some teachers are putting this in school. They coming after our children. Let's keep going. All right, PragerU, which primarily creates the 5-minute videos from an American conservative perspective. All right, see, amongst other content, there's that devil right there. See him? There he is. You already know what he looks like, right? He born in 1948. You see, I don't give a shit about his spouses, relatives. I don't care nothing about that neither. Let's check this out. His initial his initial political work started in 1969 concerning refugees. What was that? Refugees? I'm not sure what that is. I have to look that up. Anyway, the Soviet JEUUs who were, do you see this? Who were able to immigrate, who were unable to immigrate. He gradually began offering more and broader commentary on politics. So you already have that J word right there. Okay? There was something else I wanted to get. Oh yeah, here we go. I pulled this up. Same dude. Dennis Prager talks about interpreting Torah. Now hold on, time out. Time out. Interpreting Torah. Let's wait a minute. Now hold on now. Dennis Prager, author of Exodus, God, Slavery, and Freedom, responded in Apostle Ron Lamb just said it. Christianity is nothing more than white supremacy. I'm listening to it. That's crazy. That's the spirit. Call Lord Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Anyway, responded in writing to question posted by the Ish Journal. Exodus, right? See, these people, man, they speak loftily concerning oppression. Who are some of these people that the PragerU always goes into, talks about slavery didn't begin here and this and that, like that makes everything all right. The book of Joel goes in and tells you what, man, let's just, slavery was legal in the United States, and it still is. We yet to stay in our captivity. We're going to go into it just a little bit because they really painting themselves into a corner. Okay? They're painting themselves into a corner. It is big. I don't want to read this. Screw all that. It's some presidents, and even Abraham Lincoln had slaves. They all a bunch of damn devils. Let's go here. They all a bunch of devils. Yep. This guy. All right? So he preaches and wrote a book, and that's another thing they do. Write all kinds of books. Hell, the Ish people have their own damn book, and it's full of vile and nasty, disgusting things. Disgusting, man. Let's go to Exodus. All right? We're going to prove our point prophetically. All right? Exodus 20 and verse 1. And the Most High spake all these words, saying, I am the Lord Yahweh thy power, which have brought thee out of the land of Egypt, out of the house of bondage. So we have it right there. Egypt is synonymous with bondage. Were the Israelites not in slavery under Pharaoh? Was Pharaoh and his people, were they not Hamites? Now you'll have Christianity, the Mormons and all the rest of these damn devils would tell you that the curse of Ham was dark skin. The what? The curse of Ham was dark skin. So wait a minute. So Hamites are dark skinned, and we should all know this by now. Yeah, Hamites are so-called black people, right? Would you look of a map of Egypt? Would you look of a map of the land of Ham? Is Egypt not at the very tip, the tippity top? Come on, man. Let's keep reading. This is crazy. See, they paint themselves into a corner, but the unlearned, the people who don't read or don't have a unction from the Holy One, they don't care. But here we are proving with the scriptures that these people are fakes and phonies, and they're liars. Thou shalt have no other gods before me. That's where we went off that way. Verse 4, thou shalt not make unto thee any graven image or any likeness of anything that is in heaven above, or that is in the earth beneath, or that is in the water underneath the earth. You see that? He's jealous. Verse 5, we'll read this and we'll continue on. You got to listen. You got to pay attention. Thou shalt not bow down thyself to them, nor serve them, for I am the Lord Yahweh thy power, am a jealous God, visiting the iniquity of the fathers upon the children unto the third and fourth generation of them that hate me. Who is that? That's Esau Edom. Slakia. That's Esau Edom right there. Let's go here. Let's just look up a simple little map. What does that say? Land of Ham. See that? Land of Ham. The Hamites are dark-skinned people. A dark a whole nation of dark-skinned people, Hamites. It's that easy. Now let's go. Let's pull up a map that shows Egypt. Well, wait a minute. Hold on a minute. Why you think they keep saying that DNA garbage, which I don't know. You know, you testing against people that are in a landmass that weren't originally there in the first place. That's why CRT. I mean, they cannot have that being taught. But the real truth is coming out in the Bible. Now here's Egypt right here. At the northern tip of Africa, so-called Africa, right? They call their lands after their own names, right? So-called Africa. Where's that at? That's in the land of Ham. So that means, so what does that mean? That means that the Israelites had to be dark-skinned that went through all that. 70 souls came into Egypt, and a great multitude came out. Was Moses not mistaken for an Egyptian? And my phone had to chime on out. But see, they painted themselves into a corner. There's no way out of this. There's no way out of this, Esau, Edom. You PragerU and all the rest of you people. You see, PragerU is a whole thing. And they teaching our children this garbage. See? Yeah, they come home from school, they got to unlearn that garbage. It's all white supremacy is what it is. Deuteronomy 28, verse 68. Let's read this. All right. And the Lord Yahweh shall bring thee into what? Egypt. Again with what? With ships. With what? With ships. Now let's go. Let's go here. Yeah, I pulled up another map. It's just simple maps. What we have here, you see Egypt at the lower left-hand corner. You see Israel on the right side. You see the Gaza Strip right there in the middle, right? So what ships did the Israelites see? They painted themselves into a corner. I'm trying to prove this to you. What ships did the Israelites have to go into Egypt with? It's landlocked. It was a matter of walking by foot. Not ships. Simple and plain. They're through, man. These people are finished. Let's go on back up. Let's read the rest of Deuteronomy 28 and verse 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships. By the way, why in the world would the Bible say ships? Why? Why would that even be there? Oh boy, it didn't say that the Israelites were going to be delivered from Germany. Come on, man. Taman. Oh, by the way whereof I spake unto thee, thou shalt see it no more again. That's your homeland, our homeland, Jerusalem, which is above and free. Thou shalt see it no more again, and there ye shall be sold unto your enemies for bondman, slave man, and bondwomen, slave woman, and no man shall redeem you. No man shall buy you. That's what the scripture says. You can't get away from that. Okay? You can't get away from that. These devils, man, are PragerU. Matter of fact, I had someone pulled up here.
This is the one that I've had a few friends suggest to me I should start with. This is.
Oh man, come on, man.
By white.
Salakia for that.
The amazing Katherine Heigl.
These damn stupid ads.
A household name for nearly 15 years. I hear you're a huge
people. It did not start in 1619 when the first slaves came to Jamestown.
All right, so before we go anywhere, I know that.
See, that's they don't know.
I know it kind of defeats the purpose of this video, but in Europe, right?
Yeah, nobody's
Empire,
white.
Europeans,
see, this is one of them PragerU videos. I think this dude's doing a commentary on it, but you had this damn bed wench. What's her name?
They enslaved a
Candace
lot of people.
Owens.
So
she's a damn bed. She married in
focus on other areas, but let's not forget the Romans had it too.
Africa, Asia, and the Middle East. The word slave actually comes from the Slavs of Eastern Europe. Millions of them, all white by the way, were captured and enslaved by Muslims in the 9th century and later by the Ottoman Turks. Slavery existed when the Roman Empire controlled the Mediterranean and most of Europe from the 1st through the 5th centuries.
The creep.
Slavery existed
See that?
when
And
Alexander the Great
that talks
conquered
about
Persia
that, where he
in the 4th
reigned
century
12 years and died, and they all put crowns upon themselves, and evils were increased on the earth. So, they continually painting themselves into a corner here. They threw. They finished. If you understand the scriptures, able to read for yourself, read it. Let's move on down here. Let's go to. Let's read about this. Let's read Exodus 2 and verse 11. And it came to pass in those days when Moses was grown. Where was Moses at? This is Exodus right here, right? When Moses was grown, that he went out unto his brethren and looked on their burdens. And he espied an Egyptian smiting a Hebrew, one of his brethren. Now, hold on now. This just made a distinction, did it not? Between what? The Egyptians and the Israelites. Two totally different nations of people. But did we not prove just by a little simple? The Hamites are so-called dark-skinned black people, man. So let's keep reading. I mean, you can put 2 and 2 together. Critical race theory, my ass. Verse 12, and he looked this way and that way, and when he saw that there was no man, he slew the Egyptian and hid him in the sand. See, he put that Egyptian to death. In verse 13, and when he went out the second day, behold, 2 men of the Hebrews strove together, and he said to him that did wrong, wherefore smitest thy fellow? See, it was a question. He didn't know. Why'd you smite your fellow? Verse 14, let's keep reading. And he said, who made thee a prince and a judge over us? Instead of thou intendest, Slakia, thou to kill me, and thou killest the Egyptian? And Moses feared and said, surely this thing is known. Wow. Verse 15, let's keep reading. I got to keep reading all this. I love this. Call hello Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Now when Pharaoh heard this thing, he sought to slay Moses. But Moses fled from the face of Pharaoh and dwelt in the land of Midian. And he sat down by a wall. Listen to this. Verse 16. Now the priest of Midian had 7 daughters. Did he not get married to Hamites? Come on, man. All right. And the priest of Midian had 7 daughters, and they came and drew water and filled the troughs, Slakia, to water their father's flock. They came, his 7 daughters, to get some water to feed the flock. Okay, verse 17. And the shepherds came and drove them away. But Moses stood up and helped them and watered their flock. So he helped out them Hamite chicks, man. You feel me? All right, verse 18. And when they came to rule their father, he said, how is that ye are come so soon today? He was like, how'd you come so soon? You supposed to be out there, putting that work in, right? Feeding, watering the flock. Verse 19, and they said, an Egyptian. Did you hear this? Listen very closely. And they said, an Egyptian delivered us out of the hand of the shepherds, and also drew water enough for us and watered the flock. So Moses was mistaken for an Egyptian. Do you see where the Bible is coming together here? Do you see what's going on here? Okay, let's continue reading. All right. Let's see. In verse 20. And he said unto his daughters, and where is he? Why is that ye have left the man? Why'd you leave him? Call him, that he may eat bread. He said, call him here. He helped out my daughters. He may eat bread. See? And Moses was content to dwell with the man. And he gave Moses Zipporah, his daughter. So there you have it. See that? He gave his daughter, you're a good man. You helped this. You did that. Here's my daughter. You see? That's the way things were done back in the day. And it's going to go back to that anyway. In the kingdom, I'm well pleased well pleased and honored to give my daughter or daughters away to you men of Israel, man. Absolutely perfect. That's beautiful. Oh, man, I can't wait for the day. That's the kingdom, baby. Deuteronomy 33, verse 27. The eternal God is thy refuge. Whose refuge? The Israelites. And underneath are the everlasting arms. And he shall thrust out the enemy from before thee and shall say, destroy them. The PragerUs, all you Edomites, and you other nations. Salakia, I got tongue-tied again. All right? Woo, woo. Israel, verse 28, Israel then shall what? Dwell in safety alone. That's a whole cut to them 1948ers, isn't it? Safety alone, right? And Jacob shall be upon a land of corn and wine, and also Salakia, also his heavens shall drop down dew. So it's gonna be all kinds of beautifulness in the kingdom. Verse 29. Happy art thou, O Israel, who is like unto thee, O people saved by the Lord Yahweh, the shield of thy help, and who is the sword of thy excellency, and thine enemies, PragerU, shall be found liars, and unto thee, and thou shalt tread upon their high places. So they going down, down, down. The red knight's going down. See that? That red man, Esau, Edom, he's going down. Let's go here. Let's read this. Joel 3 and verse 1. For behold, in those days and in that time when I shall bring again the captivity of Jerusalem, Judah and Jerusalem, I will also gather all nations and will bring them down into the valley of decision, Yehoshaphat, right? And will plead with them there for my people and for my heritage, Israel, which he brought out of the land of Egypt. Woo, woo. Hey, Apostle Ramlam is going in right now. The spirit works like this. We all speak the same thing. This is beautiful. Okay? For my heritage, Israel, whom they have scattered amongst the nations, and parted my land. Verse 3, and they have cast lots. What does that mean? What? They have cast lots for my people and have given a boy for a harlot and sold a girl for wine that they might drink. Who did this? The Hamites, along with what? The Ishmaelites, and come to find out, it is the truth. Is some Israelites sold and owned slaves also. Okay? Yep, that's the truth. A lot of them traders, the Moors, a lot of them were traders, man. Anyway, verse 4, yea, and what have ye to do with me, O Tyre and Zidon, and all the coast of Palestine? Will you render me a recompense? Do you see that? That's Hamites, right? And if ye render me a recompense swiftly and speedily will I return your recompense upon your own head. Why, Lord? Verse 5, because ye have taken my silver and my gold, and I've carried into your temples my goodly and pleasant things. They were what? Sold to the Grecians. Matter of fact, I didn't even read the rest of that. All right, let's keep going. Yeah, sold to the damn Grecians, man. All right. Behold, I will raise them out of the place where ye have sold them. All right, in the land of the north, and will return your recompense upon your own head, man. These people are finished, man. And it's not just so-called white people, the Edomites. Nope. It's all the rest of these nations. You all had a hand in it. Psalms 83 goes and tells you all these different nations, and that was all of them. All of them. See that? See, who is Esau, Edom? Well, let's read about this. 2 Ezra 6 and verse 9. For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. Ain't that something? And what does it say? According to prophecy, the Edomites are in rulership of the earth today. Who owns all the banks? Who owns all the news stations? Who is buying up fields and fields and fields of farm fields? Yep, you got it. Amalek. Hello, which is the head tribe of the Edomites, the 1948ers, small hatters. This right here says Esau is the end of the world, and Esau was prophesied to be in rulership at the end. Little children, it is the end. Look up, for your redemption draweth nigh. This is easy right here. The earth today will continue to be continue to be until the day of judgment from the Heavenly Father, Yahweh. That's right. Whoever wrote this got the right name and everything. That's beautiful. Call Halal Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. See that? What is this? What is critical race theory? I don't even want to go into it, really. And what is critical race theory and why it's under attack? Because it's just the truth. It's the truth. And the truth shall do what? Make you free. Now let's read a little bit about Alexander the Creep. Because you saw just a little bit of that in that PragerU video or whatever. Esau Edom was prophesied to be in rulership at the end. 1 Maccabees 1 verse 9. See? Yeah, the narrative. See?
Was extended in post-Augustan Latin to acquire the wider meaning of belonging to a distinct nation.
I got to go back. See? He's
They did not have the same rights as those born in the land.
That's right.
That's why during the time of the Passover it said there shall be one law to them that are homeborn and to those that are born abroad or something.
That's right. Absolutely. I'm going to have to finish this, when I get done with the lesson here. Let's read verse 7. So Alexander reigned 12 years and then died, and his servants bare rule everyone in his place. What? Bare rule everyone in his place. And after his death, they all put crowns upon themselves. So did their sons after them many years, and evils were multiplied in the earth. Simple and plain, man. The wicked, Malachi, go read these scriptures. Malachi, Obadiah. It's all over the place. Esau is Edom. Damn it. Verse 10, and there came out of them a wicked root, Antiochus, surnamed Epiphanes. See that? A son of Antiochus the king, who had been a hostage at Rome, and he reigned in the 137th year of the kingdom of the Greeks. Oh my goodness. These scriptures they've painted themselves into a corner. Your enemies shall be found liars, man. There you have it right there. I'll leave it right. My phone had the chime on that one too. But I'll leave it right there. They don't want the truth being taught, but you know what? You can't stop it. And it's coming out daily. When I say daily, damn it, I mean daily. Hopefully this lesson was edifying, giving all praise, honor, and glory to the Heavenly Father and His only begotten Son, Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai Bahashem, Rakakwadash, double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, of whom I learn from daily. Healthy shalom to you, brothers, that are out there doing the work in truth and sincerity, man. Let's go. Let's go. Let's get it. Let's go. Your enemies are liars. Liars. Every chance you get, chant this place down. Kwam Yasharala and Wa Abai Baba. Boom. Shalom.